today we are preparing for Hurricane Milton, and I have a lot of people that watch my channel who want to move to Florida since I do the apartment videos and stuff like that. So I wanted to share what it was like to prepare for a hurricane. It's not really like a how-to or what you should do. You know, everyone kind of has similar ways, I guess, but it just depends really where you are in the state and how close a hurricane is coming to you. So this is not advice of what you should do, but this is just what we do. This morning, the storm was a category 4 and now it's a 5. So a 5 is the highest it can go, and that just depends on how strong the winds are. I think at the minute they are projecting that it's going to hit Tampa at a 3, possibly a 4, but today is Monday and it's going to hit here. First they thought it was going to be Wednesday morning, but it's moving so slow that it's probably going to be in central Florida around Wednesday night, Thursday morning. So everyone on the west coast in Tampa, there is a mandatory evacuation there, and a lot of the time people will go from Tampa into Orlando just because we are very inland, and as soon as the hurricane will touch land it will slow down. So hopefully it's going to be maybe like a 2 or maybe even a 1 when it comes over here, but we don't really know yet because it's a little bit too early. Also here in Celebration, the power lines are underground, so it's not likely that the power will go out. Maybe if they have to turn it off for some reason, and hopefully it's just easier to turn it back on, but I'm not really an expert in that. I just know that they're underground, so hopefully that won't go out for us. I've only been through 2 major hurricanes since living here. We've had definitely a few big storms, but the major ones would be Katrina and Wilma, if I'm remembering that right. I think that was like when we first moved here in like 2006, but those are the 2 I can remember the most. I mean, I was here during Irma, but that one didn't really feel that bad, and Disney isn't closed yet, but I do expect them to be closed soon. School is closed Wednesday, Thursday. I just don't see how Disney would stay open, especially thinking of all the cast members that would have to go to work. There'd probably be more cast members than there would be guests at the park, but I will show you what I have done so far. I have these 2 portable chargers that I bought for Irma, just in case the power did go out, and these have a lot of charge on them. I can get them full, probably like 2 full chargers and then 2 on this one, so it's like, you know, 1 for me and Curtis, so that is really good. They will last a long time. I fully charge my little neck fans I have in case the power does go out again. I just want to make sure that we have everything. If it goes out, of course it's going to get warm in here, but luckily it's not like the sun is blaring out. I mean, today it was like 79 degrees and it was humid. I think that's the biggest thing, is the humidity. When I was young and we had those 2 big hurricanes, they say to like fill your bathtub and to fill your sink with water so that you can flush the toilet. I don't think that that is going to happen. I mean, we don't have a bathtub either, but I'm hoping that that's okay. We do have some water. There was no water left at the shops, and we're gonna go to Walmart and see what they have, just because ironically we always go shopping on a Monday, and today is Monday. So we still have to go and see what they have left. They were handing out sandbags here in Celebration and like all over this part of the state, really. Well, probably the whole state if, you know, it's going that way. Right now, Curtis is working on, we don't really have too much on our patio, but I just need to kind of like consolidate the table and chair that I have just like in the corner, just to be safe. We might need to move the car away from the trees and to a spot like in the middle of the car park, just in case. Well, now we're gonna go to Walmart to see what they have, see what it's like. I can imagine it's going to be a madhouse there. And then after that, we will see what else we have to do. I have a few like paper plates and forks and stuff like that I've just kept from, that's like my hurricane, I don't know, what would you call it? Like, I don't know. But I just have always had like the paper, you know, just in case you can't wash your dishes and stuff. I have like paper and plastic. And then we have some torches. But again, hoping that it's okay. I have lots of candles too. So yeah, this is kind of the start of everything. It has been kind of a rubbish day outside so far. I don't even think that the hurricane is close enough to give us this weather. I think that it's just like this, to be honest, because it's not, the wind isn't picking up yet. It's just been like kind of cloudy and dreary. but it's kind of setting us up for that. So we will see as we go on through the next few days. I just wanted to video over, you know, Monday to Thursday just to kind of see what it's like, and I have been talking for a long time, so let's go to Walmart and see what they have. Off we go to Walmart in the storm before the storm. When we got there, the car park was full and I saw this weird Mickey and Minnie display, but as you can see here, they had no water left. Then when you look at all the snacks, they're kind of picked through. I mean, they still had a decent amount, which is really good. And then I found these horrifying crisps, strawberry pancakes with syrup and bacon. There is no world in which I would buy this, but anyway, then we went to get some toilet paper and paper towels just because we actually needed them, and not to buy them just because everyone was panicking. Again, they still had quite a few things left, mainly the more expensive ones. They had a lot of paper and plastic plates, but you can see they're starting to dwindle down. And then we headed out of the car park. Here it is. Hi kitties. We were able to find some gas, so we filled up and went over to Publix to see if they had any water. And as you can see here, the car park is very full, but they had no water on this day. But stay tuned because they do get some in. Shouts out Publix. We are back from Walmart. They didn't have any water. We were able to get some fizzy water, so at least that is good. And now it's 5 o'clock and the storm is officially a category 5 with winds up to 175 miles an hour. So hopefully when it hits land, it will die down a little bit or a lot. And by the time it gets to us, it's going to be on Wednesday night and Thursday morning. So we still have 48 hours left to go. It is a bit dark and dreary outside, but I don't think that's really because of the hurricane just yet. I think it was just due for rain. Curtis has sorted out everything on the patio on the balcony for us, so that is finished and we don't have to worry about that. But there is a tree that I want to show you. This stick tree right there in the middle, that tree has been surviving every storm and every little tropical storm, every hurricane that we've had so far. And I feel like it's not going to survive this one. Sounds so sad to say it out loud, but we did pop on the weather channel just for a little bit. I kind of put it on like every few hours just to see how the storm is, but I don't want to keep it on because it makes me anxious about it. We were able to get some snacks. I didn't really want to get any meat in. Like I said, I'm hoping the power doesn't go out, but I just don't want to waste any of that stuff. So of course, when you watch the news, it is scary, and I've experienced storms like this before, but I think I'm just worried because I haven't been in this apartment when there's been a big storm like that. So that is what is kind of freaking me out a little bit, but we're just gonna wait and see what happens tomorrow. So I will come back with an update unless something major happens before we go to bed tonight, but mainly going to be a bigger update tomorrow, and then we will see where we go from there. Good morning. Today is Tuesday and I'm looking a little rough right now because I just got up and want to go straight to Publix. I realized that yesterday when we went to Walmart, I mainly got snacks and I don't really have anything for proper meals. So I kind of need to go to Publix and get some real food. I'm hoping, like I said yesterday, that the power will stay on because it's all underground. So I just need to get some real food in for like lunches and dinners, because I don't have anything. The hurricane is now a category 4 with 145 mile an hour winds. So luckily it did go down a little bit. And hopefully by the time that it hits us, it's only going to be a 3. That's what we can hope for, even lower. But I think they're projecting it to be a 3 by the time that it gets to Tampa, and as it moves along it will slow down. And then on the news they just said that Disney announced that it was closing, but it wasn't closing Magic Kingdom, which I thought was kind of weird because if you close one, you close them all. So then I checked on my phone and it still says that they're open, which is a little ridiculous because we know it's going to be shut. It's like that with a lot of places. At least Publix is closing at 6 tonight. They're not open tomorrow, and then they're going to reopen Thursday evening. I am checking the Disney World website because it is 10 o'clock and it says, oopsie, Disney World is currently operating under normal conditions. We are monitoring the path of the storm and we prioritize the safety of our guests and cast members. My guess is that they will be closing early on Wednesday and either shutting all day on Thursday or opening late. But hopefully they will just be shut all day on Thursday because the storm is moving slower. So it was supposed to hit us here on Wednesday morning, but now it is more Wednesday evening, Thursday morning. And that is not just my disdain for Disney. I feel that with all of these corporations, all of these companies, like, you cannot wait until last minute to tell your employees that they need to get out. So that's kind of been annoying me today. Like, you're okay, you can give your employees even a half day or just have them work from home. Like, it's just a little ridiculous. So anyway, now we are gonna go to Publix and see what they have. Like I said, I need real food, and I don't know if many people are gonna be buying real food. Real as in like chicken and veg and stuff like that. So we'll see what we have, but let's go see what it's like this morning. Probably need to bring this in. And I don't know if I said, but there was no gas anywhere. Luckily, yesterday we went a little bit further out to find some, but they keep bringing it in like by the truckload, basically. So that is good, but it kind of just all goes straight away, so you kind of have to be there. And luckily people are posting on Facebook in the celebration group when there is going to be gas, so people are kind of waiting. Let's go to Publix, see what that is like. Here is the calm before the storm. Not gonna see much until tomorrow afternoon, and it's about 10 o'clock on Tuesday. At Publix again. The weather is actually a bit nicer than yesterday. We can actually see the blue sky. But let's see, it also doesn't feel as busy, but I'm assuming people are at work. I am lucky to be able to come here today. I'm back in the car after Publix, and they had a lot of water. A lot of the hurricane supplies were on sale, which is really good of them. I don't know if that was pre-planned, but a lot of places would just kind of, well, you're not really legally allowed to put the price up, but I'll say that they probably wouldn't volunteer to put them on sale. But a lot of stuff was on sale. They had so much water left, which was amazing. I'm out of breath because I was lugging the water. I had a 32 pack in my car, and I was like, this just seems a little bit extra just because there's only 2 of us, and realistically, should we be drinking that much water? Yes, but realistically we just don't. I went with the 24 pack. There's 2 of us. Leave the 32 packs for, you know, bigger families. Now I'm gonna drive home and park away from the trees. And it's interesting how they always say, well, don't park on, you know, the ground level, but you don't really have a choice at the end of the day. But alas, anyway, the sun is poking out, but let's go home. And enough of me blabbering. I don't know why I wore this jumper either. I was nice and cold in my apartment, and I came out and I'm like, oh, forgot that it's not exactly cold yet. So let's go. If you can hear that noise, that is my washer, because in case the power does go out, I wanted to make sure all of my washing is done. But here's my mini haul, and now looking at it, I'm like, I don't know what the point of this was, but here it is. I got some mac and cheese for lunch, milk because I am almost out, and you'd be surprised there was like no milk left, which you would think people wouldn't buy because it would go bad, but anyway, I'm one of those people. I got some red sauce and ground turkey for our dinner tomorrow, so that will make enough for dinner for 2 days, and these are on BOGO, so why not get them both? I got some cereal because I was almost out, and frosted sugar cookies for a little snack. And then just, I don't even know why I bought this. I think this was for the tacos. But this way I will have enough meals for tonight, Wednesday, and Thursday. And my water is downstairs because I couldn't carry that up, to be honest. My car is in the middle of the car park, so it's not surrounded by any trees. I think that's all the updates. Let me check my phone actually to see if Disney or Universal, I just kind of await to see who's gonna do it first. Usually as soon as one does it, the other one is gonna follow the exact same. So let's see if they've said anything. Right now, Universal is saying they are operating as normal, but that was on October 6th, so 2 days ago, almost exactly 48 hours ago. I am sure that they are going to close. I was just doing some work on my computer, so I do have the tabs open that I'm looking to see who's gonna say it first, Disney or Universal, but so far we haven't seen anything. There's so many people on Facebook on like the Disney and Universal pass holder pages that are like, oh, I'm going to Horror Nights tomorrow night, do you think that'll be open? And like just some silly stuff that, you know, we should just stay home. Like, this is another reason why the parks need to announce that they are closing, because people will go, or they think that they're gonna go, since Universal didn't announce anything yet. But I can almost guarantee like 1,000,000% they're gonna be shut, so we're still waiting on that. Also, this clock is a fake clock. It's not 2 o'clock. It is 11:25. So I'll be back with any more updates, but as of right now, we're just still waiting, and I think that they'll tell us more about 12 hours before the storm is supposed to hit. So still more info to come tomorrow. It's supposed to hit at like 2 in the morning on Thursday, which it's scary at night when the wind is so loud and you can hear it like rattling the window. It seems to always hit at night for some reason, but yeah. We'll keep going on and we'll see if they have any updates to come soon. Actually, I forgot to add that the airport is shut. The one in Tampa and MCO is shut tomorrow morning for all like commercial flights. So they'll be shut Wednesday through Thursday, and I think they're expected to open Friday, but it just depends on the damage. So they're shut for the next 2 days.
We start to see tropical storm force winds in the mid-afternoon. We get the heavier winds, 58 to 73, gusting tomorrow evening, and then the hurricane winds come in around midnight. So we're gonna have massive power outages.
You don't care. You're just cute.
Can I have extra kibbles?
You're so cute. It's now 7 o'clock at night, and Disney and Universal both announced that they're closing early on Wednesday. Universal said they are shut on Thursday, confirmed, but Disney said they are likely to shut on Thursday, but it is inevitable because this storm is moving slower, so now it's coming to Orlando at about Thursday morning. I mean, that just said even Thursday later in the afternoon it's going to make its way over to the east, and I love this because I sound like a meteorologist, but I'm just copying what he just said. But it did turn back into a 5 as of 5 o'clock, so just about 2 hours ago. He also said that the storm has moved further south and it's not likely to keep moving north, just based on their predictions. So it's moved a little bit south, just under Tampa Bay. It's still coming through, but the eye is not going straight through Tampa. So that is the update right now. I don't think we're gonna get much more. I think they come out with one at 10 or 11, and then they'll do some more in the morning. I will have to catch up with you in the morning, so I will see you on Wednesday. All right, everyone, today is Wednesday morning. Milton has gone back down to category 4, if I didn't mention that already. There isn't much going on right now. This is kind of the waiting game. We've done our preparations. We are just watching the news. We kind of just have to wait to see what's gonna happen. I will say right now it is very dreary, if you can tell. When I woke up this morning, it literally felt like 5 a.m. I was like, what is going on? It was very dark. Should we put this down? Hold on. Let's put this right here. I know I mentioned yesterday that Disney and Universal is closing, so I just wanted to read the official update. And I've been editing this video and it's kind of weird to edit it back and be like, this storm is approaching, and like that's me in the video and it's not past tense, like we are actually living that right now. And I don't know if that makes any sense, but it's just crazy. I feel like it's kind of like a time capsule of all of the updates as we've been going along, so I do like to read them all out just for history's sake. History, this video is making history. But you know what I mean. So let's see what Disney officially has to say. This last update came in yesterday, Tuesday at 5:45 p.m. They said, we continue to closely monitor the path of Hurricane Milton. Based on the latest projection, we are making adjustments beginning on Wednesday. The theme parks and Disney Springs will be closed in phases starting at 1 p.m. Hollywood Studios and Animal Kingdom is closing at 1, while Disney Springs, Epcot, and Magic Kingdom is closing at 2. Oh, we just got an update. As I'm sitting here, it says there's a curfew order. Luckily, my phone is on vibrate, so you can't hear it. because it would be loud. Can you read that? I will just post a screenshot because it is being difficult, but it says there's a curfew order from 8 p.m. till Thursday at 10 a.m., which is good. We need that. I think that they are closing 2 parks at 1 and the other 2 at 2, just so there isn't like a mass exodus of everybody all at once, like including guests and cast members. I can't imagine who's going to be at the parks right now, but we know that there's some people that probably will be. Not So Scary Halloween Party is closed on Thursday as well, so that's a good call. It says it is likely the theme parks will remain closed on Thursday, and we will consider opening Disney Springs on Thursday in the late afternoon, which I think they should just call it. So they're not technically saying that it's confirmed that it's closed on Thursday, but it will be. That is the Disney update. Now for the Universal update. They are closing at 2 o'clock on Wednesday and closed on Thursday. Horror Nights is of course cancelled tonight and tomorrow, and Volcano Bay is closed today and tomorrow. It says we anticipate a full reopening of the parks and Horror Nights on Friday at normal operating hours. That is the theme park update, and now we have a curfew in order. Along with the hurricane warning, there's also a tornado watch. There was actually a tornado down by my house in South Florida, so that was like 15 minutes from us, which is a little too close to home. That's a little scary. That's just an added layer. Interestingly enough, South Florida, like Miami and Fort Lauderdale, are getting the worst of it kind of early this afternoon, between like 1 and 4 o'clock. I'm not really sure why. I guess that's just the way that the storm is, like the wind. I don't know. Not really a meteorologist. It would kind of be fun to be one, but I don't want to be like boots on the ground. You know, I just want to be in the office when they do like the simulations and the drawing and stuff. But anyway, trying to make light of the situation, because if I think too much about it, it is going to make me spiral. I think everything is going to be fine. I know everything is going to be fine. And of course, we're thinking of everybody in its path as well. Keep checking up on your friends and family. Now all we have to do is wait. She is the cutest thing I've ever seen. She just made a little fort. Is that your hurricane fort? Why does she look so mad? Did I interrupt you? She won't look at me. How cute is that? I just walk out to her making a little fort on my blanket. Here's what it looks like outside. Just very dark and dreary. Not much rain. Barely any wind so far, but it's a little bit too early. It is now 10 p.m. on Wednesday, and the storm is definitely making its way through here. It's quite loud at times when the wind hits the window, and we're also on the 2nd floor, so we have the railing up the stairs that keeps like shaking back and forth. Because is it like a metal railing, Curtis?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it just like shakes, but I don't know if you'll be able to hear it. It's also really dark outside, so it's going to be hard to film. You probably can't really see anything if I do film it, and I don't exactly want to go outside. I'll try to get some video of it, but it's kind of hard. I'll try and show you what it looks like right now, and it's going to hit us. So it did move south. Now it's moving a little bit more north, so the eye like just misses us. So I'll put in a picture here of what the update looks like. It's supposed to be right on top of us at 2 in the morning, and it's 10, so we still have 5 hours. 4 hours. It's late. Here's my tree I was talking about. Stay strong, little guy.
Look at how much it's swaying.
I know.
There's no way it's surviving.
Don't say that about my tree.
I mean, I thought the last hurricane was gonna get it.
You can see it a little bit better down here. It's just gonna be a bit blurry because it's not the best view that we have. It's kind of focused on the railing. Where do I even begin? It is now Friday. Yesterday and Wednesday night was not very good. I think I last spoke to you around like 10 or 11 o'clock at night when it wasn't really too bad just yet. Curtis and I went to sleep about 12 o'clock because the noise still wasn't that bad. Oh, I'm very uncomfortable. I managed to get about 2 hours. It was on and off. So I was on and off between like 12 and 2. And then when I woke up, it was so loud. And honestly, it was horrible and I hated it. It was just the wind rattling on the window. The rain doesn't really bother me, it's just the wind. And in our apartment complex, in the hallway, like to the stairs to get up to the apartment, it's like a metal railing, so it was just like rattling like this all night, and that noise really scared me when there was a big gust of wind. So I was awake from about 2 o'clock until just after 5:30 in the morning once it finally calmed down. All of my friends were awake, so we were all texting each other. We were playing like iPhone games, trying to just forget about it. I feel like my anxiety was kind of coming in waves because it was a lot all at once, and then it would calm down, so I would calm down. Like, me and Milton were on the same wavelength. He got upset, I got upset. I wasn't at home. I think just being in this, I've never been scared of hurricanes before. I don't know if that's just because I was younger when they happened. It was just the noise was so bad, and I don't remember it being like that when I was young. I think as well, I don't know if it's because like we're higher up here. Also, I feel like the screen, like the window screen, was just banging on the window the whole time. I thought that the patio door was gonna fly open because that noise, I just kept hearing that. Our cat was okay. She was just kind of walking around all night. She was awake with me most of the time. She was just walking around. She saw the lights flickering outside and she was like, what is that? But the noise didn't really bother her, and as soon as the storm calmed down, she came to lay with me and we both fell asleep, so that was cute. But it just sucked. It was so bad and I hated it. Luckily, we didn't lose power or anything. That stayed strong. Like I said, when there was a big wind gust, the street lights would flicker, but it was at like, you know, anywhere between 2 and 5 a.m. So I didn't have anything on in the apartment, so I wouldn't know if it flickered, but it stayed on as far as I know. Afterwards, we did walk around and see what the damage was like. Oh my gosh, I have to sit down. I will put in some videos here of what our walk looked like and some pictures that I saw in the Celebration Facebook group as well. My tree made it, but this one down here is broken. Right there. And there's some that fell. But like Jesus was saying, you can see through the forest. I guess we can call it a forest.
Oh yeah, you couldn't see through that at all.
Yeah.
You could see about halfway down.
My tree! That's bent over, look at that one. The water has come up to here. It's usually never that far up. We're walking through the little boardwalk area. Someone said to walk through to the next one because there's a whole tree. Oh, there it is. That tree just fell. Ah, look at all of it.
Oh, wow.
Floor. Look at that.
Watch your step.
Hold on. Oops. There it is. That one fell straight over. There's just so many trees back here. You can see right here where it snapped.
The thing that always kind of impresses me is how quickly it all grows back.
Yeah. Oh yeah, look at all that down there. Oh, I do not want to drop my phone down there. That does not feel sturdy. Let's go through the tree. Look at all of that. Look at how high the water is here.
You can see where the grass is poking up.
Wow.
That was the tall grass on the edge.
Oh my gosh, look at that. Ooh! I just tripped over this branch. I'm not looking where I'm going. Look at that. It's crazy.
Look at that tree.
Where? Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, look at that. That tree's completely gone. That's a cool shot. Those trees look cool from over here. That. It's still windy. The tops of all these trees are all gone. This tiny tree didn't make it. Oh dear. It looks okay though. Zoom out.
Halloween's gonna go crazy.
Why?
It's gonna look apocalyptic.
Halloween, they've set the scene. It's very muddy. You can tell that the water probably came up to here because there's sand and water.
Yeah. Well, that's probably
here.
the lowest point too.
We're gonna walk to the boardwalk and see what it's like over there and walk back. I saw some crazy pictures on Facebook that I'll post from the celebration group. Oh, there's just one little tree, one little branch. I mean, they looked dead anyway.
Yeah, those three.
That's the thing, a lot of them that looked dead, they all just fell.
It's that summer heat.
Those 3 trees are so pretty.
Keep expecting to see a gator.
There's a ton of trees that fell down here. It's so muddy. Oh yeah, the water is flowing. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. You can see it flowing through the forest. And there. Yeah.
It's moving fast too.
It's crazy. And up here, look at that tree. Hold on, that one there. Hits his little head. This one fell down. The wind is still going. Of course. Woo. Lots of water over here. We're gonna go and look at the boardwalk and see what that's like. But it's still breezy, so then we're just gonna go back home. Lots of leaves and branches. All of these trees kind of fell. Oh, look at there. Ah! Tripped over it. Keep doing that. So much mess. Oh my gosh, look, it's like created like a flowing, I don't even know. What do you call this, a creek? Look at that. This is usually dry. Whoa. This one here fell straight down. It's crazy, just blocking the road. I think when the eye passed us at about 2:30, 3 o'clock, that's when the wind shifted the other way and it got really loud. So that made it worse. Before that, it wasn't as bad, but you would think that the noise would be so, like, it was just so loud, you'd think that everything would be destroyed, but looking out now, thank goodness it's not. My little tree is still there. It was just crazy, but the neighborhood is so nice, like everyone coming together just to move everything, get it sorted. Like there were trees that fell on people's cars and on their roofs and stuff like that, and they were able to move all of that. So that was really nice. But oh my gosh, do I not want to do this again. And that was only a category 1 when it hit us. I'll put in the video of what it sounded like. It wasn't just what it sounded like, it was what it felt like. You could feel we like vibrating, and that's why I hate it. But that is mostly all I have. 0 out of 10, would not recommend. I'm so happy that we are safe and my friends and family are safe. I hope your friends and family are safe as well. This was kind of a realistic look into what a hurricane is like in Florida. We're not going boots on the ground coverage at the parks. We're not standing outside in the wind and rain. Like, this is just more of a realistic way of what we do and what it looks like. I wouldn't let this stop me from moving to Florida, nor let it make me want to move away from Florida. It's just something that I would say I was used to until this one. It was so scary, but I just think that it's something about the apartment that made it so much louder and scarier. So I don't know, maybe that's just me. That is everything I have for this video. So if you have any questions, let me know and I'll see you next time. Bye.